It's like a breath of fresh air, ain't it? I ain't on envy, I'm war ready. A young homie, work hard and play harder. That's why I snore heavy. How's it going, everybody? How we doing tonight? Thank you for joining us for our 6th edition of Lionheart Live Talk. This is the show that you want to watch. Not bad, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. If you're trying to get connected with entrepreneurs, if you're trying to tell your story, if you're trying to, just tune into a good conversation, this is where you want to be. Thank you guys to each and every one of y'all that have joined us thus far. I'm waving to all y'all joining the live. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, I'm real excited. This next guest that we're going to have, his name is Trapbag Stevie. We go way back. He's been my homie in the rap game for quite some time, and even before that. And we're going to talk a little bit about his path in the game. And here he is, man. He's how you doing, my man?
Yo, how you doing, brother? How you feeling tonight?
I'm good, man. Thank you for joining us tonight. Lionheart
Can you
Live
hear
Talk.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Man, first I want to say before we get into anything,
I apologize for the interruptions with the internet and shit, man.
No, you good, man. You good. I want to tell you, man, thank you so much for having me on your Ratchet Talk, for having me on your first episode, man. It meant a lot to me to not only be a part of that, but just be able to, be a part of your kickoff for that. And so I couldn't go past the 6th episode without hitting you on and be like, yo, when we gonna get you on here? Because you're the man, bro. So why don't you tell everybody about yourself? Who you are,
Nah, man,
where you're
I
from.
appreciate you coming through, man, for real. Especially with all the mix-ups and shit that we had. With time
No
and
worries,
shit. You
man.
know what I'm saying? I be missing shit, so you know what I'm saying. I'm glad we finally got to throw that shit together, though.
Yeah, man, no worries, bro. I appreciate. How we've been in this game for a minute, and a lot of times you could plan as much as you want, but there's always going to be misfires. But it's all about how you push forward, and we're both hustlers, so we know what that's all about.
Most definitely. Um, Hang on, let me try to get to some better. Let me get to some better connection real fast. Give me like 1 minute.
For sure. And while we get into the better connection, man, I just want to thank each and every one of y'all that have been tuning in for every episode that we've had week after week, man. It's been quite a humbling experience, to say the least, to not only have the guests that we've had, but also each and every one of you guys participating. Every time I see the views have gone up, the comments have been dope. You guys have been asking some good questions. And aside from all that, man, each and every one of y'all that have been, positive and that have been supportive towards my music, it's also been, an incredible ride. And none of this would be possible without y'all, without the viewers at home, without the supporters, without the positive energy that y'all give me week in and week out. So I'm excited, man. Here we go. We back. Fresh socks cap, by the way. I fuck with it.
Thank you. Yeah, we good now. I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear now.
You good, man. So let the people know, man. Let us know about Trapbag Steve, where you from, and then we'll go from there, my man.
For sure. My name Trapbag Stevie. Originally from Chicago, Illinois. Migrated north to Kenosha, Wisconsin. Though that's where me picked up. So shout out to Chicago, man. I know you down there now. So shout out to Chicago. Shout out to Kenosha, man. Shout out to everybody doing their thing.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And so the last time we talked, I know that you were working on a project, and I know that Money Making Sunny, you had put that out last year. Are you still promoting that project? Are you working on a new one, or what are you currently up to?
To be honest, man, like shit's up in the air. You know what I'm saying? As far as the direction of what I'm trying to actually, where I'm trying to go with the shit. I don't want to drop something at the wrong time when the wrong music is in. Then it won't connect. If you're making something completely different than what's out, I mean, it's all a hit or miss. With music, it's all a hit or miss. Some people like the shit, some people don't like the shit. It's whatever. But as far as what I'm trying to do, you know what I'm saying? Definitely trying to stand out, but I don't want to throw no shit out there while the shit's while the music ain't right, while the vibe ain't right.
Right. Right. And I feel you, man, because a lot of times music, like you say, is always evolving. It's always changing. So you try to make sure that you're relevant with the sound. I mean, you're always gonna be relevant as far as the artist, but with the sound that you want to put out there, and that's something that growing up, man. For those of you that don't know, man, Trapbag Steve, you're the first artist that I ever saw from home really taking it out to the streets, handing out CDs from your trunk, getting involved in shows. And I remember, being 13, 14, seeing that it's like, oh, it's not just the artist that you see on the radio or on TV, but we can get it. We can get it from home. Um, I want to ask you, when was the first time that you actually, decided, yo, this is what I want to do. I want to do music. Was it something that happened over time, or was it like a movie, like something clicked and you're like, I got to get this?
Nah. Like more now, you know what I'm saying? As more I just do the shit, when I can. But like, as far as what started the shit, way back in like maybe I was probably about 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? When I wrote my first rap, it was trash by all means. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It was probably like 2 bars, and that's all I could throw together. But ever since then, man, I mean, that was the first time I actually wanted to throw some shit together. But even before then, the first songs and shit that I ever remember hearing was hip hop and rap and shit. So you know what I'm saying? It's always just been there since before I could speak. You know what I'm saying? I hear the beats. I hear like I recognize the sounds and shit. I recognize that the shit was it was just great. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's
Yeah.
always been in there. It's always been wired in me, bro. Ever since I can remember.
And
Before.
back in the day, I remember we were big, and it's crazy because when I knew you from years, but I never knew until recently that you were like a huge Chameleonaire fan. And I remember we're talking about that. And you're like, yeah, the mixtape Messiah. That was an era, man. The mixtape era with Lil Wayne and Chameleonaire and all these artists. And it's great to see, like, the progression and almost the evolution that we've gone ourselves as far as like learning how the hustle works, learning to change our styles, like you just said earlier, changing it for what's was relevant at the time. And I've always been a fan of your voice, bro. You got a dope, unique voice. I know when you're rapping, like there's a bunch of dudes that try to sound like other dudes. What I've always loved about your shit is like, as soon as I hear you rapping and shit, I'm like, oh, it's Steve. And my favorite remix you did was to that Young Thug track was uh, that beat. You know that beat I'm talking
Yeah,
about. That
yeah. What was it? That check beat. Yeah, am I
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That
You
check.
snapped that, man. And yeah, man, you're dope lyricist, and you know how to get into the pockets. You know how to change up your flows. What I
Appreciate
guess my next question is, you said it's kind of up in the air as far as like where you're gonna go next. Is there any like music video in production right now, or anything that you're recording that you would say you feel like is ready to go, or are you still just kind of
the
waiting to
thing
see?
about the thing about me, bro. Real shit, bro. Is like I feel like if you got a great flow, bro, like you can always come out on any beat. You know what I'm saying? Whenever whatever you hear on the radio, whatever you hear on the charts, on the Spotify charts, the Apple Music charts. Um, it's like, man, you're always ready to come back. You're always itching. And for me, it's always been just a thing where it's one day I wake up, I feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be ready to do that shit. So it's like there's no telling when the fuck I'll just pop out and drop like 5 songs, 10 songs, or do what you know what I'm saying? Drop
Yeah,
10 videos.
it's all about when the inspiration kind of hits you in that moment. And you're a father now, man. And so tell us a little bit about that. What is it like balancing, your everyday life, your music career, and now being a father, being a husband? Like, we can relate a little bit to that, because it's hard. I know, like, literally, you gotta. I think I said this in the last interview. You gotta wear different hats. You know what I'm saying? Like, to
Yeah, yeah.
fit everything. So how's that like for you? How's that been?
Is that man? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? It is hard juggling all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to put what you want to the side. A lot of the times you do, but I mean, shit, it's all worth it in the end. You know what I'm saying? The the end goal is what you're trying to get to. And as far as that, it looks beautiful. So I'm also expecting one. I got one on the way right now. So
Oh, congrats, man! Congrats.
but yeah, that's more or less why it's like I guess like whenever I just feel that shit, you know what I'm saying? I wake up and I do that shit. But I'm definitely trying to get active soon. I'm definitely trying to reactivate and shit. Uh, but like I said, you know what I'm saying? I've been coming in spurts and shit, so it's been hard. You know what I'm saying? Um, like I said, I lost touch kind of with what the fuck's going on out here. There's so much shit going on, bro. It's hard to tap into new artists, especially from Kenosha or something.
Yeah,
So, so
trust me,
it's
I feel you
hard.
on.
especially where you're to the point where it's like you gotta do something major to even, you know what I'm saying, to make it count. You know what I'm saying? We're to the point where you gotta put something on the board now. You gotta do something that puts some numbers up for that gets eyes looking, that attracts different attention and shit.
Yeah,
So
man.
that's really
Yep.
that's really you know what I'm saying, the focus when I do come back. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I got the right shit in place. Make sure you know what I'm saying, I talk to the right people, get in line with the right people and shit. But like I said, I see you doing your shit. You know what I'm saying? I see you networking all day, bro, every day. You know, every
Thanks,
week,
man.
staying consistent. So that's what's up, my guy.
Yeah, man, and what I love about you, bro, is you're very secure in who you are, and I feel like a lot of good energy from you, like alpha male energy. Like you know who you are, you know what you're supposed to do, so you don't have the need to like hate on nobody else. And I've always felt that from growing up to even now. It's like you know what you have to offer, you know what you bring to the table, so you have no problem like giving this person their flowers if they deserve it, if they work hard for it. And there's some people out here that are weirdos, you know, especially in our hometown, where it's like motherfuckers are like afraid to like even acknowledge you for whatever reason. And if we all work together more and we all actually promoted each other, support each other, we'd be in a huge area, a huge region. We're literally in between Milwaukee and Chicago, two of the biggest cities in the country. And it's like I just feel like there's so much negativity. Like if you look over at Atlanta, or you look even, you know, in different regions, a lot of these dudes work together. You know, they make songs together, they tour together, they eat together. So it's like but a lot of insecurity sometimes will stop an artist from giving that positive energy. So you definitely got that going for you, man. And doing stuff like this, you're getting into the right track as far as sparking yourself up, because right now you're promoting yourself, and that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? It's just getting yourself out there. It kind of pains me to say it, but it's like talent isn't enough in today's music world. You got to be out there, you know, literally shooting your shot every day to get noticed. And then if you have the talent, that's when you can get to the next level. But
Uh,
yeah,
talent, you need a lot of talent and a lot of fucking money, man. So
yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right.
when you get to talking to these fucking artists and shit, like, and that's the thing, like, a lot of people don't really have a set price. So when you are negotiating with them and shit and shooting emails and shit, they always ask you, like, what's your budget and shit? What's your budget? And you never want to just, you know, throw too much money out there. So, um, I mean, always just be honest. Like, if you feel like the nigga's worth a number, you know what I'm saying, then you would shoot him a number. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got this, you know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers be like, I want this, and you'd be like, oh, well, I got this, and they'd be like, all right, well, you know, we'll fuck around and make something work for that. So it's, yeah, it's always fucking shooting your shot all the time, you know, because you never know what the fuck, you know, you never know what somebody show love on or something, you know. So
Right.
it's, so as long as you just like I said, there's been a lot of people that I talked to that is just like they'll work with you and shit. But you always like I said, you never want to just throw too much money out there and shit. Because sometimes you'll be too thirsty. Like, well, I need this. I need, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Like,
And it's funny because you've had conversations with some major artists, so you know what I'm saying, like kind of the way to go as far as you know the business emailing them, kind of how to like put prices together. If you had a chance, man, let's say you were a billionaire tomorrow, and you had a chance to you know secure a future with any artist. It don't matter past, present, current. They could be dead, alive. What artist do you think you would say is priceless? You know what I mean?
man, that's tough. That's tough.
It's a hard one, right?
Yeah, that's tough. I don't know who to. I wouldn't know who to go to be honest. Probably shit. It's rough. Maybe shit. It's gonna sound crazy, but shit. Maybe just fucking Tupac or something. Because that nigga, you know what I'm saying. That nigga,
Hell yeah.
he got a flow
Good
that
answer.
he got a flow and a vibe to it. He don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So there ain't no telling what the fuck he'll put on the beat. So I know, like I'ma feel like I'ma not give a fuck, and I'ma just say some crazy shit on the beat. So it's like, you know, two motherfuckers that don't give a fuck on a beat that's dope. I think that'd be dope. You know?
Yeah, man. And I love that about you, man. Like even recently when we talked, we were talking on your podcast, and you're like, "Yo, so what's up with beef?" And I've always been the type. It's not that you know what I mean. I I'm the type of dude that if I'm gonna go in, I go in. So I just rather not even address something or open up that box because who knows where it'll end up. But you always, I love that energy. That you're like, I don't give a fuck. I'll say what I want to say, and I think there needs to be more of that energy, especially in hip hop, because there's a lot of like, you know, just weirdo shit going on in the game where people are dapping each other up that just strictly out of politics. You know what I mean? Like they're not even working together. They're not even impressed by each other, but just so they can shake hands with somebody else, they're cool. And that's what I love is like you keep it 100. So, has there ever been a situation where like, you know, you were with an artist or talking to an artist and they maybe did you weird and you're like, fuck that shit, or has it been pretty peaceful as far as coexisting? As real?
I mean, to be honest, like more recently and shit, like nah, you know, because I haven't been as active and shit before. Like when I was doing that shit back in the day and shit, it was always weirdo shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
there's been times motherfuckers just like pull up on me and shit, like try to try to talk about let's battle or some goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, then we treat them, you know what I'm saying, send them on their way, but you know, clown them a little, you know, some shit like that. But like to me, that's weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? Because music's just music. So motherfuckers just hopping out doing some weirdo shit over music is crazy. But I mean, there's been plenty of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just so much shit. Like hell, motherfuckers. Like I said, they'll play cool with you and shit. But like I said, for the most part, that shit was back in the day and shit. More recently, I mean, it's just focused on what we could throw together now. You know what I'm saying? And like
Yeah.
half the people from back in the day and shit that was doing music when I was doing music, they ain't doing music no more. You know?
Yeah. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
And don't it feel great to like? I mean, not any negative energy. I mean, I don't. I'm not saying that in the sense that it feels great that I'm doing, but don't it feel great to like look back and be like, damn, a lot of these motherfuckers that were talking shit, where are they now? You know what I mean? I'm out here still handling business. I'm still getting it. So that's what's up.
My life. That's what I said, man. And that's why I like talking to you too, man. Cause like you remember shit from back then and shit. So like you remember the feel and shit and the vibe and shit where you had to like cross paths with motherfuckers. You know, like so you couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
made a song about a motherfucker. You was finna see him within a week. You was finna
Yep. Yeah.
that day.
Especially shit. Yeah. And I remember, bro, one vivid memory I have was we were doing that. It was a talent show they had at Ruther, and it was Reggie Brown, and all these dudes were there. And you were rapping. And I don't know what happened, but like there was like a fight that broke out in the crowd. I don't know what was going on, but and I'm telling you, at that time I was like what 16 years old, 15 years old. So I was just getting acclimated to like all of it. You know what I mean? At that point, it was like in my mind, it was like some Disney Channel shit. Like if you were a rapper, it was like some next world shit, but seeing it in front of me, I'm like, oh shit, this is some real beef shit. This dude's really killing shit. He really got some haters. So, yeah, man, I want to thank you for that too, for just, you know, setting the path for everybody else in the city to like do something with it. And if people don't show you respect, that's fucked up because I believe everyone, you know, without the people before us, we wouldn't be where we are today. So they got to show you love for that.
Nah, facts. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I even back then though, nigga, when I seen you, when I would watch you perform, bro, and shit, I was like, all right, like, I was like, somebody's writing this little nigga's raps. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this nigga looks way too smart to be like to be rapping like that. I'm like, somebody's writing this nigga's raps, bro. This nigga's going places. So, like real shit. Like that shit was dope.
Fast forward 10 years later, and here we are, bro. And I'm honored, man. I'm honored to have just been able to walk this path. I'm honored to have you on my platform because you're a cool dude, man. And I think that more people, once you start, like you said, once you start getting active, they're gonna start catching on to your talent, to your skill, and to your overall movement and your message. And I think that you've always been a hustler, man. And every time that I've ever known, you know, that's what you do is you hustle. So I'm glad to have had you. Real quick, before we sign off, bro. Is there any other like statements you want to make? Is there anything you want to promote? And if not, I'm gonna give the people that have joined a chance to ask you a question. Where can people find you on social media, or where can they find your music on platforms?
Man, you can follow me everywhere at Trapbag Stevie. That's Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok. Um, shit, you get my YouTube channel, Trapbag. That's the name of the channel. So you got to search Trapbag. You you'll see a list of some videos and shit. Check this shit out. We're gonna have new content coming all the time and shit. Definitely gonna be looking forward to working with you in the future, my guy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Definitely got a lot of content that we could put out together as well. But yeah, just check me out there. Follow me everywhere at Trapbag Stevie.
All right, man. Well, hey, I just want to thank you again for coming on tonight, man. Lionheart Live Talk. This is the sixth edition. We're definitely gonna do another Ratchet Talk podcast. We got to do it. I got to hit you with another freestyle. Shit, are there any bars you want to spit for the people from? It don't matter if it's stuff from your old album or from a new album. You got a quick, 8 bars you want to throw down, 16 bars, kill them with it.
We're gonna keep that one for the next one.
For the next one, all right, cool. For the next one, I'm gonna let you know. We'll play a beat and we'll get it going.
I'm gonna be ready for you next time. Real shit. I had a feeling you was finna do that. I didn't want to drop no old shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was short notice. I would have.
No worries, man. No worries. Yeah, and it's funny because I didn't even think about it till like right now. Before I'm like, I should have told this dude. But next time we'll get it.
I already knew you was coming with it.
But for sure, man. Thank you again to everyone. I hope I waved at everybody that joined the live talk. We'll meet you guys next week, and until then, man, long love is the lifestyle. You have a good night.
Hey, and you gotta get me on by week 15, bro.
Oh yeah, you already know, broski. You already know. Anytime, man. You just hit me up, bro. I'm gonna need to be on the. We'll make sure we do 2 freaking live casts that day. You know what I mean? So we good.
Hey, for sure, bro. We're gonna talk.
All right, man.
What's up, brother?
You have a good night, bro.